did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. That money, that money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
Because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no...
Joe Rogan didn't hold back when he criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr., questioning the credibility of his claims about owning $42 million worth of property across 60 buildings. According to Rogan, those bold statements have been challenged by several sources who argue that the numbers Floyd often presents may be exaggerated. Despite the powerful image of a huge financial empire, some critics believe that the wealth Mayweather talks about might not be as solid as it appears, suggesting that the fortune could be built on claims that don't fully match reality.
Floyd is just piecing him up. Next up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. Floyd was just boxing him up, which is what he does. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him. It doesn't even hurt his record. Also, money. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive though, but
he's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
You think they give them to him?
Yeah, because then you get a video like that.
Right. That's smart.
And then you get Floyd's Air Force Ones given away for charity. That's a tax write-off. There's all sorts of things that goes into
Yeah, you
that.
got a good point. But those $1 million watches, they're not giving you those.
As time went on, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s public image shifted from that of an exciting boxing champion to the larger-than-life persona known as Money Mayweather. Joe Rogan has commented that Floyd gradually moved away from emphasizing the excitement of the sport and instead leaned heavily into the money-driven side of boxing, often projecting an attitude that seemed dismissive or disrespectful toward his opponents.
Fighter, and he had a bunch of hand problems, to like Money Mayweather, start talking, just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate.
Joe Rogan has also pointed out that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is remembered not only for his incredible boxing skills, but also for how often he talks about the huge amounts of money he has made. While Floyd is undeniably one of the most famous and successful boxers in history, Rogan has been critical of the idea of him stepping into MMA. He suggested that Mayweather would likely struggle heavily in that sport, emphasizing how different mixed martial arts is compared to boxing. His comments highlight how even respected commentators sometimes question Floyd's ability to adapt outside the boxing ring.
Floyd Mayweather applying for MMA license wants 6 to 8 months to train. He's screwed. First of all, they should give him everything they can get their greasy paws on, get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight.
You'd be screwed.
It's not just getting screwed. Like someone said it should be 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. He's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to suck, but Conor's going to get a hold of him. And then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way the way from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely alien.
Another discussion. Joe Rogan spoke about the level of influence Floyd Mayweather Jr. has had in the boxing world. He shared a story claiming that Mayweather once had a referee removed in the middle of a fight. Rogan suggested that only someone with Floyd's level of fame, power, and status in boxing could potentially make something like that happen. highlighting how his success and financial influence have shaped his career and reputation in the sport.
Behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch, and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the f are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out, and they bring in a different referee who finishes the fight. It was insane.
According to Joe Rogan, the intense competitiveness of Floyd Mayweather Jr. comes from the environment he grew up in. His father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., and his uncle, Roger Mayweather, were both highly competitive and constantly pushed him to be the best in everything he did. That upbringing helped shape Floyd into the dominant fighter he became during his prime years in boxing. At the same time, Rogan suggested that this same competitive mindset may also influence how Mayweather approaches business and wealth today.
Look at boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time, and the boxing.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. once claimed that he earns around $3 million every month, and even suggested that he makes more money than Bill Gates. While statements like these may impress some fans, financial analysts and experts familiar with boxing paydays and pay-per-view revenue models argue that such numbers may not be realistic and often don't fully add up when compared with how the boxing business actually works.
Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has always stressed how important money is in his life. He has even said that he wants his children to follow a similar business path so they can continue building generational wealth for the family. However, this mindset has also drawn criticism from some observers who feel that his strong focus on money sometimes makes it seem like he values financial success more than personal character.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do this.
Despite his massive earnings, there have been several reports suggesting that Floyd Mayweather Jr. still owes money to certain fighters and business partners. One of the most widely discussed accusations came from rapper 50 Cent, who claimed that Floyd scammed him out of $2 million. According to 50 Cent, Mayweather asked him to help manage promotional work while he was in jail. However, after 50 Cent reportedly invested money into the project, he later claimed that Floyd acted as if he had no knowledge of the arrangement once he was released.
We brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. You know, so I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, you know, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when he,
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, you know, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell you how to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he told me to do it.
50 Cent later claimed that many people within Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s inner circle don't genuinely like him. He described Floyd as someone highly focused on money and status, often bragging about his wealth, which he suggested makes it harder for some people to respect him beyond his accomplishments in the boxing ring.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. Is get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
And it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your, you know, your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Do you think step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money.
Logan Paul later claimed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. still owed him money after their exhibition fight, despite the huge global attention and millions reportedly generated from the event. Logan said he had not received the full payment he expected. The accusation added more criticism toward.
I fight Logan Paul.
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury.
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds.
Oscar De La Hoya has also shared his perspective on the situation, suggesting that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may still take occasional fights because of the financial rewards involved. De La Hoya also warned that many fighters eventually go broke due to extravagant spending habits. Considering Floyd's luxury lifestyle, filled with expensive cars, designer clothing, and private jets, some critics believe those concerns might not be completely unfounded.
Exhibition against Gotti last Saturday, a real the crowd booing in the arena at the end, but in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has often made headlines because of his extravagant spending habits. At one point, he revealed that he owns a watch worth around $18 million and claimed to have a collection containing hundreds of other luxury watches. While these flashy displays of wealth attract huge public attention and reinforce his Money Mayweather image, they have also raised questions among critics about whether such levels of spending can truly be sustainable in the long run.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ. That's how we're doing. That is sick, dude.
But you gotta show when you say no.
Money green.
No,
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece.
One of one.
The money team. Can we see it on him? Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
If it's a one of one. I love that.
Joe Rogan also commented on the famous fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Conor McGregor, describing it as a massive money-making event. Even though Mayweather had already retired from professional boxing, he returned to the ring for the highly publicized bout, reportedly earning around $100 million. Rogan suggested that the fight showed how Floyd was able to turn his fame and star power into yet another huge financial opportunity.
Okay, so your new contract, you wanted no extensions. That's one thing.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
that's one thing.
Okay. What was one of them? The ability to box?
One of them was the ability to box. They said that wasn't an option. Boxing is dead. It's not possible. This and that.
Now, what does that feel like to you, knowing that Conor McGregor did it and fought Floyd Mayweather and made $100 million?
Yes, gentlemen, let's do this.
Nah, a bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Nah, sneak this that's that shit I don't like.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has never been shy about boasting about his success. He often claims that no boxer in history has accomplished what he has achieved. While this level of confidence helps strengthen his personal brand and the Money Mayweather image, it also attracts criticism and skepticism from fans and analysts who question some of his bold statements.
Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my record.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. once fought Logan Paul in an exhibition bout that many critics described as a money-driven event. Later, Floyd reportedly criticized Mike Tyson for fighting Jake Paul at an older age. Fans quickly pointed out what they saw as hypocrisy, arguing that Mayweather himself has also taken part in similar exhibition fights, mainly for financial gain.
Watch something like Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. What is your reaction?
When you watching boxing for free, you can have millions and millions and millions of views. But when you're watching Floyd Mayweather, you have to pay. I think WWE is good for Logan.
And Jake Paul?
Easy. At 48, too easy.
Mike Tyson has also been openly critical of Floyd Mayweather Jr., saying that he doesn't particularly like him. Tyson suggested that even after retiring from professional boxing, Floyd continues to constantly show off his wealth, something Tyson believes can come across as excessive.
You don't think there's an opportunity to land a big punch on Floyd?
Let me tell you something about Floyd. This is what I don't like about him either. No matter whatever we say about him, and it could be true, but he's in that gym. He's a rat. Yeah. He retired, but he stayed in the gym. He can't help it. It's just he don't do drugs. That's his heroin. The gym.
Someone told me this. They say he does not. He doesn't have a vice. Yeah. He doesn't have a vice.
No, he does. The gym.
The gym.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has always approached his career with a strong business mindset. However, the aggressive way he has pursued wealth has raised ethical questions for many observers. Allegations about unpaid dues and claims of exaggerated earnings have led some critics to believe that the image of success surrounding Mayweather may be built as much on perception as on reality.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's top-ranked boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates and boxing news. I'll see you in the next one.